Hi Jeff, really good session today. It's good to see you swinging the club as well as you were. Certainly the balance now a thing of the past. We've got a much more controlled swing now. We're not sort of losing our balance and sort of going forward towards the golf ball as we were. Now we've established what was causing the issue. You put some practice in and it's a much better swing now, much more orthodox, much more user friendly. Just a couple of points now to work on in terms of this driver swing. I think because the golf ball was having a tendency to want to go off to the right, what we saw now was you sort of picking the golf club, trying to sort of swing it out in this direction to sort of start the ball somewhere on the left hand side. And as we said, what we're looking to try and do, if I draw these lines now from the club head through your neck, in an ideal world we'd be swinging the arms and the golf club underneath those blue lines. As the club would go back, we can see the club now is going to sort of stay underneath as we turn the shoulders. Good position there at the top of the backswing, and we can come back now, keeping under the blue line, much more natural angle and a nice swing up onto that left side. However, what we were doing was lifting the club up very, very steep. We sort of swing back to about here and stop, and then from here now the wrist would just lift the club straight up in the air and getting that golf club in a very, very vertical position, causing some difficulties now in terms of returning that golf club back to the ball. The steepness of that swing and the lack of loft on a driver, the best you could really hope for is a very low running shot. More often than not, it's going to be a sort of slice off to the right there into the trouble. So we can just try and get the sensation we're swinging those arms a little bit more around. As we said, the setup, your hands and arms are in front of your chest. Halfway back, what we'll be looking for, and we can just check the mirrors, swinging the golf club back. Ideally, you want your hands to be a little bit more towards the centre part of your chest, not so far behind you. But ultimately, the position you're in there now is a better position. At least you had a more natural angle to return that club back to the ball, as we said, and swing that club on that circle around your body. So just work on that angle in which you're swinging that golf club on. I'm sure you'll have a lot more success with that driver going forward. So hope that all makes sense. Any questions, Jeff, obviously give me a shout, and I'll see you next lesson. Cheers.